What's up, Guppeteers? It's Christina Jane back at it with another video. I apologize for pretty much this entire thing because my lighting, my camera, and my background are all messed up because the construction has recently been happening in the rest hall where I live, and it's just really annoying because they keep knocking down all of my decorations that are on this wall, and every time I put them back up they just keep knocking them down again. So I don't really feel like putting them back up, but it's literally just like laying all across the floor and it's not a good time right now. Also, the tripod is with Trevor because we took it somewhere and we just never bothered to bring it back here for some reason. So a lot of things have been happening right now, and I really apologize for the lack of a background. So anyways, I wanted to just kind of get back into filming because I haven't been filming in a long time because of all the stress of midterms. So I'm kind of gonna be doing a chit-chatty get ready with me while I try out some new techniques and new foundations and new whatevers so that I can, you know, really get back to something I really This is so weird to me because I'm used to being further away from the camera, but I'm not. So it's just gonna be a little bit of getting used to for me and for you. So then I'm gonna go in with my Olay Complete Daily Moisturizer with Sunscreen because the sun is out right now, and that's new because it's been really gloomy and bad weather for pretty much an entire month, honestly, and it was cold and I did not appreciate that weather. Today it's really sunny, so we gotta protect our skin from the sun. I mean, you should protect your skin every day, but you just really gotta protect it today, so that's why I'm putting a lot more on than usual. Now to smooth out my face, I go in with my professional pore primer, and I'm just really happy about this weather right now because honestly I'm living for it. Spring break is next week, which means that I'll be doing more stuff that I actually enjoy. I do have midterms right after my midterms that I just had, which kind of sucks after my spring break, but more time to kind of do whatever. Also, I'm really excited because a lot of my friends are back for their spring breaks. Also because their schools are now remote since the coronavirus is happening. And I get to see a lot of them this week, hopefully. And I'm excited for that too. Please comment down below saying if you want to see my friends do my makeup or me do my friends' makeups or anything like that, because I'm sure they would be really down to do that. If they're not, I can always force them, so we'll see. And now I'm gonna go in with my Milk Hydra Primer. This has honestly lasted me a very long time because I use it pretty much all the time in all of my looks, and I've only used a little bit. It looks like not even that much because of how much there is in here. I did buy the full version instead of the mini version, so I think it's really good for its price and value and everything because you do get a lot for just this small bottle. Anyways, for my foundation today, I'm sorry I'm so close. This is so weird for me. I'm gonna be dipping into this new Morphe foundation. It's not new, but it's new for me. But it's the Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation. And I'm excited to try it because I got it 50% off. And a lot of people really like this foundation, so let's give it a go. Like I mentioned before, this week was particularly stressful for me, so I do apologize about my uploading schedule. I have videos filmed, I don't know, my editing software and my laptop are not agreeing right now for some reason. So it's really hard for me to upload those. If you want to see them, please comment down below saying that you want to see them, and I'll be happy to post that for you guys. But yes, it's been really hard because midterms are really stressful. I've been breaking out because of them. That's why I went with a more fuller coverage foundation today. And I'm just really excited for spring break next week because then I would have time to relax and really just get back into normal Christina mode instead of trying to be stressed about everything, I guess. I know that many of you guys may also be feeling the stress from midterms, and I just want you guys to know that if I can make them through it, then you can too, because you got this. I like to do a lot of things like words of affirmation to myself, and recently for my RA program we did a self-care night, and that just really helped because I was able to make my own face mask and make my own lip scrubs and learn about like different self-care techniques. I also made my own scrunchies, which are really cool. I learned how to do them online, and I was actually able to do them with my residents and other people, and they all liked it. So yeah, I also did my nails. So I've been recently getting into nail art, and that's really cool because now I don't have to pay like $40 or something just to have my nails done. Foundation is on is not as full coverage as I thought it was gonna be, because I'm used to full coverage being like Juvia's Places full coverage. This is more coverage than some of the foundations that I've been using in my past video, but just not back to like normal Christina full coverage. So I think it's medium coverage on the Christina scale of coverage. So now I'm gonna go in with my Shape Tape Concealer because it does have more of coverage, and also I really like applying it on my face. So as I mentioned before, spring break is next week and I'm very excited about it. I've actually been planning a video for a while now, and I tried to execute it a long time ago before anything really happened, just a long time ago, and I filmed part of it, but I wasn't able to film the rest of it and wasn't able to edit it. So I'm really hoping that next week during spring break I'm able to film that video for you guys. It's gonna be a lot of work. It's basically 1 week, 7 looks of makeup in one video, so I'm not sure how I will be able to do that, but I would really want to do that because it's been something I've been wanting to do for a while now. So please be on the lookout for that if I am able to accomplish that during my spring break, and I'm hoping that I will, because makeup is my stress reliever and it's just something like I like to do for fun. So I'm hoping I get to do a lot of that whenever I'm on spring break. And as per usual, I'm sorry that looks so close. This is really throwing me off too. I'm sorry. I know you can see all my flaws. I get it, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna go in with my NARS concealer just with my fingers because I need some extra coverage, especially underneath my eyes. set that in place, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline powder. As you can see, it's not normally what I use, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte, but I'm running low on that, so that's why I've been liking this one. But for Morphe glam looks like this, I don't know if this is the way to go. And it's not because of the quality of the powder. I think the powder is great. It's just, as you notice, that this is more of my skin tone than a translucent powder. And the reason I use this is because it's convenient, and I bought it a long time ago, so I kind of just wanted to use this. I do think that it does work well, but when I'm trying to do more full glam looks, I want that translucent powder to really brighten up my under eye area and also brighten up wherever I put this. So we're just gonna see how this does when it's baking. I feel like I need an apron or something to kind of help with this mess. I don't know how other people do it, but whatever. So now I'm just gonna go in with my brush and just kind of tap everywhere else that I didn't get to. Now it is time for brows. I'm gonna do the brows and also prime my lids off camera so we can speed up this video. My eyebrows are on and my eyelids are primed, so I think it is now time to move on to the eyes. For my eyelids today, I'm actually gonna be using a different technique than I usually do. And that is, I usually put the lightest color on my lids, and that's my transition shade. And then I stack on darker colors and more darker colors, so like my light brown goes first, and then my dark brown goes later, and then my black. And that's usually how I do my makeup. But recently I've been looking at a lot of other people and how they do their makeup, and some of them put on the dark brown first, and then they use the light brown to kind of just soften up the ends of the dark brown. So that is what I want to try to do today for my look. The palette I'm using today is the Tati Beauty Volume 1 Texture Neutrals palette, and anytime that you see me pulling out a color on my lid, it will be from this palette.
Like that.
Been seeing here, I've just been really packing it on the Ritual matte color and just really packing it all over my lids as my dark shade. And it looks kind of scary right now because I literally look like a raccoon, but it's fine. We're gonna keep trying and get through this together. I know it looks really scary. Also, this color is a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be, so that's something to find out. Now I'm gonna take my transition shade and just really try to blend it together, blend it outwards. And a million years of blending later, it's still not completely blended, but it's to the point where my arms are getting tired of blending, so I'm just gonna call it a day. And as you know, I'm trying out this new technique. It's really hard, but I guess it's partially because the two colors from this palette are like so different. They're night and day. So we're just gonna keep rolling with it. I do plan on doing a cut crease, so I'm gonna be doing that right now. I'm gonna use the P. Louise base to do my cut crease. Alright, so I did like a half cut crease, more than half, a third cut crease, whatever you want to call this. So now I'm just going to take a brush and just really try to blend in the P. Louise base as well as my brown eyeshadow here. So I'm just going to be dragging it in so that the end of my cut crease area is more brown. I'm gonna go in with Soothe the Sequence shade and just put it next to the darker brown on the cut crease area and just tap it in. Now I want to go in with the Soothe Glitter shade because I want this look to be a little bit more poppin', and just put it on top of where I put the Soothe Satin shade. Now that my eyes are mostly done, it is time to remove the bake, so I'm just gonna do that quickly. And this process was so scary for me, honestly, because I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. Like, obviously I haven't been doing makeup super long, and I was just excited to give this a shot, and I don't think it looks bad. I feel like I could have done it better if I knew what I was doing and I just had more time to deal with what I was putting on my lids. But I don't think this technique is a bad technique, especially if you've practiced it long enough. But for me, I might just stick with my transition shade first, then layering it on afterwards. I'm also noticing a lot of fallout on this Tati Beauty palette, and I'm not looking for it because that's gonna be a mess to clean up afterwards. Now I'm gonna go in with the Soothe matte shade underneath my eyes so I could balance the eyes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes and do my mascara all off camera. Alright, so my lashes are on and done. It is time to do the inner corner highlight as well as the brow bone highlight. And for that, I'm gonna go in with my Ofra Signature palette and dip into this first shade right here. Normally, this is more of a silver tone, and the gold glitter I have on right now, normally I don't like to mix those two together, but I just wanted a super bright inner corner highlight, and I just sprayed some of my MAC Fix Plus on it. This bottle is the travel size bottle because I've been wanting to try it out, and it's running out super fast. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, so that is on. It's not clashing as much as I thought it was going to be. I'm like the type of person where you don't mix browns and blacks. You don't mix silver and whites. I mean, you don't mix silver and gold because I don't know, I don't like that. I do it every now and then because I'm poor and I have to, but I just don't like doing it. So we'll see how I like this so far. Now it is time to move on to the cheeks. I got a new brush because the brush that I was using did not like it that much. So this is the Rio Techniques blush and bronzer brush. Blush and bronzer brush. That is a tongue twister, and I'm just gonna go in with my Hoola bronzer. Also, when I was doing my makeup, my nail chipped, and I literally just did this right before this video, and that's really sucky because I'm gonna have to redo it again. Like that. So far, I'm not hating it. It is a little bit different from what I was using before, but I like how it is applying. I need to put more on there. It's just something to get used to, maybe. I'm not loving it either because I don't like how flimsy it is. I don't know, we'll see. If this can give me like the perfect contour, then I will love it forever because that's really hard to do. It's doing okay. Let's see how it does on here. I don't know why, but it's applying a lot better on this side than it was on the other side. I'm just gonna go back with my old brush because it's not working out for me because it's not applying where I want it to and I'm not able to control it as much. I think it would be a good blush brush because I know I don't really like putting a lot of blush on, so that will work there. Like that. We love a snatched face. Now I'm gonna go in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush just to contour my nose a little bit. And I do this because I have a really flat nose and I want to just give it a little extra help. So I know that I haven't been posting a lot, like I said earlier, and one of the things that I wanted to address was that sometimes I just don't feel like editing, because editing, for those of you who don't know or don't like it, it's a rough time because you have to go through, I don't know, so much footage and just really trim it down, make it entertaining and everything. And I love filming, I love making makeup looks, and I love putting it on YouTube so that I can remember, but also everyone else who wants to learn how to do makeup or wants to just entertain themselves, then they can. But it's just editing is a really big struggle. So that is partially the reason that sometimes when I'm under a lot of stress, I still do makeup, but I don't post videos, is because of the editing. So I want to start this thing where I can do what's that called? Live streams, YouTube, Instagram Live, whatever that is, and start putting makeup looks on there whenever I feel like doing makeup. And if anybody wants to watch me do a full face of makeup, then they can watch me on there. Now I'm gonna go in with my Milani Coral Clove brush. That way I can really do things real time instead of showing you guys like 20 minutes of what really takes to get this kind of face, because it does take a long time, but it'll be so much easier for me to show you guys, but also not spend so much time editing, because it does take a long time for me, because I want it to be good and entertaining. So we'll see how that goes. Comment down below if you would like to see that. I'm just gonna take this brush and just blend together my blush and my bronzer. And to complete off the cheeks, I'm gonna go back into my Ofra Signature palette and dip into the same highlight shade that I used in my inner corners and put it right here. And I just love this formula for the highlight, because look at that, it's so great. The only things that I don't like about this is because I don't really use that. That's too close to blush shade for me. I guess I could use it as a blush, but I don't like my blushes to be shiny, and I have a really good blush that I already love and use every day. So I don't know. And this shade too, this shade is literally a blush shade, because come on. I use this one kind of on my everyday looks because it is a nice color and it's not as bright as this first shade here. So yeah, now I'm gonna put some on my nose. Now it's time for lips. I'm gonna go in with my EOS lip balm. What is this? I don't know what this is called, but it's the sweet mint flavor. And I remember this used to be like my jam in middle school or the beginning of high school. I used to wear this like every day and I loved it. So we're bringing it back. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in every video, but I've been using it a lot lately, so I wanted to use that as my lip primer today. And for my lipstick, I'm gonna be using my Bite Beauty in the shade Cocoa Bite. This is just a pinkish nude. I really love my Maybelline lipstick, but it's getting duller and duller by the minute. So we're just gonna use this one. Alright guys, so this is the finished look for today. I'm gonna quickly spray it down with my MAC Fix Plus. Alright, and that guys is the finished look for today. Thank you so much for watching and bearing with my background, my awkward lighting, and my awkward camera spacing, and pretty much everything else with my new techniques, new foundation, new products. So thank you for dealing with all of that. I had a lot of things to get off of my mind, so I wanted to just do my makeup and share them with all of you. So if you like this look, then please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below for future video ideas and anything else that you want to say to me. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with my makeup and share. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!